back here in First Take. So in case you're just joining us, earlier we were discussing Klay and Michael Thompson saying that these Warriors could take the Showtime Lakers. And this just in, we have a caller on the phone, one Magic Johnson. Magic, good morning.
Good morning, Marty. How are you doing?
Fantastic. I'm just going to let these two take over right now. Or, you know, actually you take over for that matter.
Well, first of all, let me just say I've been following this man, Skip Bayless, since Cold Pizza. And now, of course, today, and I just want to wish him the best because I love him. I love his honesty.
Thank you.
I love that he takes his position and don't care what people say. And he's also has done smart TV, and I love smart TV. And I love issues that both of you have tackled that most journalists and people on TV or writers won't tackle. And so just thank you for that. And I want to just one day give you a hug and pound and say good luck to you. But I'll see you. Now,
God bless.
This man, Stephen A. Smith, I just called him on his cell phone. He didn't pick up because he knew that when he said that these guys, and I love them too. I love the way the Warriors play. Steph and Klay. And Klay's dad, Michael Thompson, is one of the smartest players I've ever played with him in all of basketball. But the Warriors would have bad matchups against us. There's no way that they're going to deal with Kareem, and there's no way they can deal with James Worthy. And the thing that we can do that will affect them and cause them problems is that we could set up and we could run on the fast break. Stephen A., we average 118 points with hand checking, with all of that. And, yes, you're right. Dennis Johnson, those guys did. Always bigger guys going to cause me problem. But at the same time, I was still effective. That's why I was voted MVP of the 87 finals, going up against my main man, who I really love, and Dennis Johnson. But my Lakers, our will to win, our knowledge of the game, also how smart we were at the game. See, we're going to take some away. We're not going to give Golden State everything that they do now because we were too smart. Pat Riley was a master at coming up with a game plan to go up against everybody we went against in the finals or in the playoffs. And one thing we were great at, executing on that game plan. Now, we can beat somebody like the Celtics, who we feared. Now, we never feared a jump shooting team. But we always, a team like the Celtics against Michael Jordan and them, they brought some fear. Detroit Pistons, Isaiah Thomas, they brought fear because they could do so many things, and they were mean on the defensive team, on the defensive end. I respect this Warriors team because they've been great for basketball. They've revolutionized the game, the way they play, how much fun they have, how they execute. But I'm also impressed with their defensive end. They've caused problem for the Cavaliers, and the Cavaliers. See, they was on fool's gold when they played Detroit, Atlanta, and then Toronto. They let them have easy shots. Well, Golden State is not letting them have those three-point wide-open shots that they were getting in those first three series, and that's what's causing them problems right now.
Magic Johnson, Stephen A. here. First of all, thank you for calling. Secondly, you know you're my man.
I was going to come at you. You knew better than to attack my Lakers. And you thought I was going to just stand idle and let you do that? No.
Well, you know me well enough to know I know that you would not let me do that, okay? Trust me. But here's the deal, Magic. I understand 118 points. I understand NBA Finals MVP. As a matter of fact, if I recall correctly, I specifically said the Magic Man is still great, but when he went up against the bigger guards, it was tougher for him. I didn't say you didn't get it done. I didn't say you didn't win. You're a five-time champion, for crying out loud. Of course you got it done. But what I would ask you is this, Magic. When you say you didn't fear a jump shooting team because you guys were a finesse team and you feared the more physical teams, the Boston Celtics, obviously also the Detroit Pistons. But my question to you would be this. Have you ever seen any team that shoots like this, and essentially you got about 3 or 4 dudes that on a given night can shoot like Bird. Have you encountered something like that in your playing career?
No, we've never seen 2 guys that can shoot like Steph and Clay, and I give them that. But they never ran up against somebody like us. And I'm telling you, whoever gonna be guarding me, I'm gonna be wearing them down. I'm gonna be wearing them out. James Worthy gonna be wearing them out, wearing them down. Kareem gonna be wearing them out, wearing them down. What they do to teams, we used to do to teams. What they're doing to Cleveland right now is running 10 guys at them, and they're wearing them down. Cleveland is always in the game in the first half. But where they run into problems is in the second half. That's when Golden State blows them out, because they're playing 10 guys, and it just wears Cleveland down. LeBron got to work so hard. And then he's not getting the help that he needs, so that means that's extra pressure on LeBron to deliver. So the role players have not played well on Cleveland. Where our guys, you got role players like Michael Cooper and Byron and all them, they're going to play well. So we're going to wear you down. We're going to wear Golden State down, because we can run and we can execute on the half-court offense.
Magic Johnson, you are forcing me to be sacrilegious here, because, look, I'm talking to a 5-time champion and a basketball savant. I know this, but I also know, Magic Johnson, dare I say you're human, that you might get tired, and there's 4 different guys, in Iguodala or Barnes or Klay Thompson, Draymond. It's 4 different bodies that they could throw. I know your effectiveness would be what it is when you're on the court and fresh, but you're trying to tell me that nobody could even get you tired?
No, but what I'm saying to you, bring them on. Bring either any one of those guys on. But then who's going to guard James Worthy?
Nobody's going to guard James Worthy or Kareem. Nobody.
Okay.
Nobody's going to guard
Hall
them.
of Famer. James Worthy is a Hall of Famer.
I agree.
And so you got problems. You got matchup problems. That's all I'm saying. We got problems with them, but they got bigger problems with us.
Bigger problems. So Magic, what I was trying to attempt to explain to Mr. Smith as he was spewing that blasphemy about you, it's such disrespectful blasphemy. Was
disrespectful.
In the end, Magic and company would impose their will on Steph and company. This man, and I'm not just Magic, I say this all the time in the show, greatest winner ever, greatest leader of a team ever. I'll take your force of will over Steph's force of will. And I love Steph, and I love what they're doing, but I believe you could impose your will on this team. It might take 7 games, but I believe you would do it slowly but surely and physically.
And we would figure out what we needed to do it. And I think that's where Cleveland is having problems. They haven't figured out how can we beat this team, and then going out there and doing it. One thing we were great at, and I'm not blowing smoke, and we were great at figuring out what we had to do to beat teams, and we went out there and executed and did that. And we would not stand by and let a team continue to do the same thing. That wasn't our DNA. That wasn't our makeup. Our makeup was to figure out in every game and every team that we played how we needed to play to beat them, what we needed to do to beat them, what matchups could we exploit to beat them. And so we were great at that. And then thank God for Larry Bird and the Celtics. Thank God for Michael and his Bulls. Thank God for Isaiah Thomas and his Pistons, because they also all made us better. They made the Lakers better going up against those teams.
But Magic, that's the point that I wanted to make. If you went against the Golden State Warriors year after year after year, I'm quite sure you would figure out how to beat them. But it's not like you would be totally flawless. Losses to the Philadelphia 76ers, Detroit Pistons, Chicago.
Nobody is.
Exactly. So I'm just saying that when you say you would figure them out, I have no doubt about that. But let's say, for example, if you told me you faced them 3 times in an NBA Finals and you would win 2, I believe that. But I'm like, they don't have a shot to win 1? I think that when you shoot as well as a team shoots, I think elite shooters in the game is equivalent of a good boxer with a magnificent punch. If you have punching power and you know how to fight, you could beat anybody.
Well, first of all, Stephen A., we not Oklahoma City. I'm not going to give you the series at home. We never lost a closeout game at home. So don't put us in that category.
I'm not. Right? I didn't mention Oklahoma City.
We knew when we got Golden State down, we going to close them out. That's what we did, right? And so I respect them. Draymond is my little brother. You know I love him to death.
Yes, I know.
You know, I can't talk nothing bad about Draymond, right? Except that last series he got out of character and he wasn't himself, but he's playing great right now. And, you know, I saw Clay come to the gym. You know, we saw Michael brought all his sons to the gym. So we saw them, you know, rise, and it's great. Matter of fact, his other son worked for me for the Dodgers, and he's having an amazing season as well. So I respect Clay. Look, I think what they have done for the league has been amazing, and it's only going to get better. This team is young. This team, the Warrior team, is not going anywhere. And they're going to be great for this league, for the NBA, for a long time.
Magic.
Especially once they sign Steph to the long-term contract. But at the same time, I am never going to give in to nobody. I don't care who it is.
Well,
and
I appreciate that.
What Michael said, and if Michael want to sit out, if we were playing a series and he didn't want to play against his son, you go ahead and sit down. But I'm telling you this right now, Stephen A. Smith, my Showtime Lakers will beat the Warriors, and I don't care what you say or nobody else. I'm coming at them, and I'm coming hard at them, and they know that, and we're going to win that series. I don't care what the rules are. No hand checking, some hand checking, it don't matter.
I'm gonna give you the last word on